one of the problems we have right now is there's a conflict at the heart of the global institution that's actually necessary. It is a good impulse to get every single nation in the world to sit in the same room. That is really, really a good impulse. Including the nations that despise each other, that are at war with each other. You want somewhere where even nations that are at war sit in the same room and potentially talk, even if they have no effect on the very nations at war. It's better than not. But it turns out there's another impulse that we have not been willing, and another truth that we've not been willing to honor. And that is, yes, everybody has to have an equal place to sit. But there also needs to be a recognition that not everybody is equally good. Now, that's a very, very hard thing to do, because those of us who are brought up in a kind of democratic, American, liberal, cultured elite status believe in egalitarianism, that everyone's equal, and that everyone is justified, even the most evil people. If you really understood who they were, it would make sense. Now, that's a partial truth, but here's what's also true. You may understand where people are coming from, but the fact is that a country like the Sudan that oppresses its people at the level it does, a country like Saudi Arabia, a country like Libya, when these countries become the head of human rights that are equal to a country like France, and a country like England, and a country like Costa Rica, and a country like the United States, well then we've actually undermined the very interests and the very reasons we want everybody in the same room together. So we have to do something very, very difficult. We have to be able to have everyone in the same room and also be able to make value judgments. Now here's the truth. The United States, with all of its problems, and yes, there's class oppression, and yes, there's racial oppression, and there are a lot of forms of prejudice in this country. And yes, there's political corruption, and there's all the bad things that happen when people try to build communities and build countries and build systems together. But to imagine that it is 100% equal to Saudi Arabia, to imagine it's 100% equal in its moral capacities and its moral realities as North Korea and Iran, that already is the end of making judgments, because it's confusing being judgmental with making judgments. Being judgmental is not good. Making judgments is the key to actually have a planet that works.